Hi, hello, my name is Madison. Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. Today we are heading to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, which is about a 5 or so hour drive from where we live. We booked a lovely stay up in a cabin in the mountains for a little getaway retreat. Cannot be more excited for this. I feel like we've had quite a busy and just hectic year overall, and I'm just thankful to have a little bit of time unplugged and just spending some quality time together. Alright, 5-hour drive later, and it's the first look of the cabin. Lots of cute decor everywhere. Definitely very Gatlinburg Smoky Mountains-esque. So here's the living room. Back here's the bedroom. Oh, I wonder if that's a guest book of everyone that stayed. Master bathroom. That is definitely a master tub if I've ever seen one. Oh my gosh. Just another bathroom. Pretty cute. And then I'll take y'all upstairs. Upstairs is the game loft, is what I'm gonna call it, I guess. I have no idea how to turn that light on. I'm gonna assume it's this. Seems like it. What do you think so far?
It's awesome.
Oh, this is pretty sick. We got pool and we got air hockey. I'm all about this. More cute little cozy cabin details. Never get too busy making a living that you forget to make a life. That's kind of cute. All right, then one last little overhead shot of the cabin. Cute little A-frame. What you think? So it turns out our cabin comes with a key. Thank you, bud. Oh, goodbye, bud. Smells so good out here. Look how pretty. I want to look at all the colors.
Where did you see the chicken or waffle?
It's highlighted right there. And I'm a basic white girl, yes I am. We spent our first morning at the cabin just enjoying the balcony. I didn't get a chance to show you guys last night, and it actually has a swinging day bed out there. So we just sat out there enjoying the nature noises. There were so many birds chirping, watching the leaves fall, and overall just spending time together, hanging out, getting some cuddles in. After a few hours or so, we eventually made our way over to a breakfast spot. We had been highly recommended to go try out flapjacks, and so we did. We went there, and then afterwards we eventually made the short little drive on over from Sevierville, Pigeon Forge area on over to Gatlinburg itself. We came here pretty much without any plans at all other than to just explore and see where the day took us. The only thing that we had been recommended was to at some point go to Anakeesta, which I will show you guys in part 2 of this vlog. After finding parking, we ventured on over to the main thoroughfare of Gatlinburg, and the first place that we had stumbled upon was the Tennessee Cider Co. So we ventured on in, and they were doing free tastings since they had only been open a week at the time that we were visiting. So they were all very thankful just to see a lot of people in there. It was so good, we actually ended up taking, I think, 4 bottles of cider home with us. And then not too far after that, we ventured on into the Gatlinburg Wine Cellar since it was just a few steps on down the way. They also were doing free tastings. I think everywhere around here probably does free tastings, just a heads up. It's 100% a marketing scheme and everyone's walking out of stores with something, so be warned. But I will say everything that we tried was for the most part delicious, and so from the Gatlinburg Wine Cellar, we took a few bottles home for that as well, for ourselves and then for friends and family too. So after that, we had our hands pretty full, and so we went ahead and dropped that on back off at the car before venturing on back out to the main thoroughfare, exploring around, seeing what was there. Honestly, one of my favorite things was just crossing the bridge. It was just a very peaceful, beautiful view. And I just love the sound of water running over rocks or any form of moving water, quite frankly. But eventually we had found our way on over to the village, which essentially looks like a little German village or a little Christmas shop is what I would call it. We had stumbled into an art gallery, and there was just so many charming scenes, especially anything in the wintertime, and Christmas was breathtaking. I wanted to take this one home with me so bad.
Oh.
I know.
The next place we had wandered into was called the Tea and Spice Exchange. I am an avid tea lover. I especially love loose leaf teas because you kind of can mix it however you want to, but also since my husband and I are both foodies, we absolutely loved getting to walk around and smell all of these seasonings, their seasoning mixes, the spices that they had available to buy. Living in a smaller town, sometimes we don't always have access to some of the spices that we would want, especially some of the chili powders. Oh my goodness, there were so many different varieties. It was so much fun. I would love to go back. One of the teas I got there was called bourbon chestnut, and I still have just one serving left to this day, and it is one of my favorite teas I've ever had. Then not too far down the way from the Tea and Spice Exchange was the Pepper Palace, aka all things hot sauce, wing sauce, spices, spicy pickled goods, all of those things. And so yet again, our foodie little hearts couldn't help ourselves and ended up taking home a couple of their hot sauce blends and a few things that Sam picked up for grilling goods as well. Our last stop before finding something for lunch was Gatlin's Escape Games. There is an escape room there, however, there are also a plethora of board games and some aesthetic board games at that, available for purchase. We have never actually done an escape game, but we always thought it'd be fun to try out the board game version. Then following our time exploring some of the board games, we wandered on over to Boudica's Celtic Pub, and Sam got himself a lovely fish and chips. And I got myself the Scottish straight melt.
Definitely not England, but it kind of looks like it.
We wandered in and out of probably all of the remaining shops that were open that day. Not much of a shopper, but it is a fun pastime just to walk around and look at the architecture. And then following that, we walked on over to the Ole Smoky Distillery, where we picked up some of the tried and true favorites from Sam's college days, including some cinnamon whiskey, amaretto whiskey, and Sam's personal favorite, peanut butter whiskey, before making our way back on over to the car and just heading back to the cabin for the rest of the night.
What?
Like if I was a kid, I would totally just want to go like play in this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're so cute. Oh no, Sam, oh no, shut the door. Hi. Hi, bud. Hi. Clearly, we got distracted by the cats for way too long. We were probably out there for an hour just playing with them. I think there was easily 10 or more that we saw throughout our stay, but these 4 were the ones that were constantly around our cabin.
Make a big cat family. We'd have to buy a house. We couldn't rent.
Hi, bud. You just match all the leaves around you.
Oh, you want some more? Do you want this? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Stop the cuteness. So we had a busy morning. We went to the Tennessee Stud Cider Company, which apparently is only 3 weeks old. And we went to the Gatlinburg Winery, which is the home of cotton candy wine. So if you ever found cotton candy grapes at a grocery store, that's what they used. And then we obviously went to what's the whiskey company?
Ole Smoky.
Ole Smoky. Which is where Sam's gotten his peanut butter whiskey from. They had an amaretto whiskey, which I hope is really good. All right, now we're about to go play some putt-putt, I think, hopefully. Oh my gosh, it's already ready for Christmas.
Bear camp.
I don't feel like people actually. You look so happy.
Yeah. Have you ever stayed somewhere that has a mini putt-putt course?
No, this is a first.
Oh!
Damn.
I even got up there. That's the worst part.
That's some booty. Some booty. Our last stop of the day was at the diner that we had passed driving out this morning. It was just so cute. I think its actual name is called the Sunliner Diner, if I'm not mistaken. And I kid you not, this is some of the best food that we actually had on this trip. The appetizers we started off with was some fried green tomatoes and then a whopping side, I should say, of fried pickles as well. And then I went for the classic Southern food, whereas Sam went for a lovely jumbo burger, in my opinion. And then to top it all off, we of course had to get ourselves a milkshake because our waiter could not say enough good things about it. And not only did they give us a milkshake, they gave us the extra from it as well. So, bonus points to them because I'm a huge milkshake lover.
Show me the front. Look at that. Yeah. You gotta tie it. Wow, you're not a good kisser, are you?